Hello, hello, hello. Ah, it's working now. It's working now. Let me just double check. Let's see. Hmm, Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Okay. All right. Think you can hear me. All right. So let me just. Let's see here. Mhm. Here. Copy link. All right. Let's see here. What we got going on? All right. We are good. All right, guys. Well, don't think we have anybody in here right now. Just talking to myself. Waiting for some people to get in. See if anybody shows up. Just gonna hang out. Well, I don't think anyone is watching currently. If you are, please chat. Just looking to hang out, talk about games, whatever questions you have. If you want to see some of my collection, let me know. Sure, I'm not missing something here. No. Okay. All right. All right. Here we go. What's going on? Just hanging out. Really need to really need some more space for all the games I have. I don't have a ton, but if there's a way I can trying to see if I can somehow tag this with anything. Let's see. Well, I'm new to using YouTube for live, so there should be a way that I can. I think there'd be a way that I can like hashtag some stuff on this. What? Open widget? What's this? Okay. I don't know what that means. Hey, hey, what's going on, Michael? Can you hear me? I'm not sure if you can hear me at all. Oh, okay, good. All right. Yeah, it came up with something on the screen that said the audio was not like something. This is the first time I've done this, so I saw someone else do it, um, do the YouTube live. I thought it was a cool idea just to sit and chat and talk about games, or if anyone wants to see any of my games that comes in here, or wants to ask if I have a certain game. I've seen people do that too. I just got off work early, so I have some free time, you know. So just hanging out. Like your Blockbuster sign. Oh yeah, thanks. I got this on Etsy. It actually it will light up too. I haven't ever plugged it in to light it up ever. It has like a little USB thing. So you have to have like one of those little iPhone bricks to plug it in. And I don't have any extras of those. I guess I could plug it in my computer right now. Well, all of my USB ports are used. Oh wait, hold on. Yep, that's not USB. Well, let's see. Maybe I can try and find a way to plug it in. Yeah, Blockbuster was awesome for sure. I'm gonna try to plug this in so we can see what it looks like. This will be the first time I've ever turned it on, so it might not work. Who knows? All right, let's see. In 1 second. Well, it looks very nice, but the cord won't stretch, so I'll kind of show you what we have here. But I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, the lighting is pretty cool on it. Hopefully that shows up okay. So put the camera back over here, and then I just have to situate some things here. All right. So yeah, that looked that looked pretty cool. All right, put this back up here. I wonder if I should put it like that so that you can that way you can actually read it. Yeah, we'll just do that. Hopefully it doesn't fall. Well, maybe up here. That way you can see the NES World Championships box. So, all right. So that's that. That was yeah, that was pretty cool. It's been a while since I've even looked at that. The audio stream bit rate is lower. I don't even know what that means. I don't keeps telling me something. So I just got this game and ordered it from a seller off of Whatnot. So excited because Resident Evil is my favorite, and this apparently is a demo of Resident Evil 4 as well as a let me fix the camera a little bit. For some reason it's very delayed. I don't know if you've ever streamed live on YouTube, but it comes up very delayed um, in terms of what I'm seeing on the screen and then what's actually happening. Maybe hold on, me. I think it's because I should do this. Okay. Oh yeah, Resident Evil is great. It's one of my favorite games. I know you're big into Mario, but I'm probably really big into Resident Evil. I have a Resident Evil rug that I got. I have I don't really collect Funko Pops at all, but because this one was Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil, I had to get it. So I have that one. Um, and then I have oops, put this one here. Then I have another I have two other Resident Evil Funko Pops. They're over here. This one is the Hunter from the game. And then the other one is the Tyrant from the game as well. So these are, I think these were GameStop exclusive. No, Hot Topic. This one was Hot Topic, and the other one was from Target. The other one was a Target exclusive. So yeah, it's another expensive hobby to get into. I don't really have that much interest in it. The only ones I have are those ones that are the Resident Evil ones, and then I have a few more here. So like all the other ones I have are actually autographed. So like this one is Back to the Future, but it's autographed by Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future as Doc. And then um the other ones I have autographed, I have Marty McFly that's autographed as well, and then Carl Winslow from Full House and Steve Urkel. And I have Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation, and then I have Weird Al Yankovic. So the Weird Al one is actually the one that I met him in person and got autographed. So big Weird Al fan. Let's see, what else have I gotten recently? Um, I have a really cool Resident Evil poster that I bought, but I haven't been able to put up yet. I don't know if it's going to be too big to show or not, but well, let me see. Maybe too big. Well, I have actually a few Resident Evil posters that I bought. So well, let me fix this here. National Lampoon movies are good. Yeah, they're funny for sure. Let me. So I have three Resident Evil posters that I purchased, and one is a really big one, and it's they took Resident Evil 2 and turned it into like a movie poster. That one's probably too big for me to hold up and show, but the other two are smaller and they're like an 8-bit style. One has all the enemies and one has all the characters. So this one is pretty cool, I thought. It has all the characters in like an 8-bit style cartoon, so I'm hoping to have a bigger room soon so I can hang all these up. But I got this off of Etsy as well. forced it kind of difficult to get this back on. There we go. So yeah, there's some cool artwork I have hanging out in here. Yeah. Um, what other games I have hanging out here? I actually have a lot of, I have some doubles of games, and I don't know what to do with them. And I don't want to send them back to a game store because they'll just take, you know, they won't give me enough for it. Like, for example, I have well, I don't collect DS, and I entered a raffle one time. It was like a mystery auction where you choose a number and then you get whatever's in the box. And there were some things I like, but I ended up getting I ended up getting a couple Nintendo DS games. So I got Shrek Super Slam, which I don't have a DS, so I would never play this. And then Cooking Mama, which again I don't have a DS. And then there's a loose version of Mario Kart for DS that I got. So I don't really know what to do with these. I thought about at some point maybe doing like a thing where everyone who does a like or a subscription gets entered for a chance to win a free game from me. But I don't know. Deal or No Deal, that's a fun game. I like to, I don't know if they have Dave and Buster's where you are or something similar where they have a bunch of arcade games, but they're a Deal or No Deal arcade game that I really like where you win tickets. So instead of like money, it's tickets, and at the end, if you have the big case, the good one, then it's 1,000 tickets you get. So I've been collecting tickets for from Dave and Buster's for like years now. So I'm trying to get like a ton, and then maybe I can get a PlayStation 5 or something because I don't really want to buy a PlayStation 5. I would much rather get one with tickets. Are you up to anything exciting today? Are you playing any games, doing anything? Oh, nice. Yeah, Dave and Buster's is fun. They have some decent food too. I mean, I like typical wings and burgers and stuff. That's kind of food I like. So it's definitely a place that I enjoy streaming today or this weekend. Are you gonna stream on Twitch? Like play a stream playing a game? I I haven't gotten on Twitch in a long time. I did it a lot when I was first started with stuff, but it's just become a little too difficult to maintain Twitch and the podcast that I do and posting on Instagram. So Mario Party, oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be cool. Yeah, it's just a lot of I needed to narrow it down. So I didn't have the time to put effort into all those things that I really wanted to. I think the podcast is kind of my main focus, and then I've been trying to post at least once a day on Instagram. So far, knock on wood, I've been able to do that, but we'll see if that changes. I don't know. Yeah, I have a friend who is on here who did a live, and he managed to get like 12 or 13 viewers. Maybe those are just people who I think he has more subscribers than me. Let me double check. Yeah, no, it was fun, definitely. I enjoyed it too. Um, yeah, so he has, oh, well, yeah, he has 4,000 subscribers, and I only have 116, so that makes sense. Oh, about the podcast, I should also tell you that so YouTube, like in the analytics section, will tell me basically where it ranks based on comparing all my other uploads as far as how many views it has and how many views it has in like that same amount of time. So out of all my podcasts that I've uploaded, Michael, your episode is ranked number one right now. So it has 55 views in like I think under under 12 hours or under 24 hours now. So, and that's the most views in under 24 hours that any of my podcasts have had. So, so that is pretty awesome. It definitely helps that you posted it in places. Yeah, it definitely helps that you advertised it and posted it. People also do that, but sometimes they say they will and they don't, but it happens. We got 4 views. We got 2 concurrent viewers. Was I a concurrent viewer? Maybe I accidentally logged into my own live. Um, no, I don't think so. I think we got another viewer in here somewhere, which is great. Feel free to say hello. Don't be shy. Um, we got 4 views. Chat is one. I should be able to see how long. Oh, there we go. 22 minutes. I've just been on here for 22 minutes, so not very long. See if some people stop by. What other cool stuff do I have? I know you like Mario, so I have this. Oops, I have this little. It's kind of hard to tell, maybe, but it's like a 3D. I think they call it a shadow box, and it's of Mario 3. Which again, I need to at some point find a way to hang up. I just don't have enough room in this place to do all of this. But soon I'll be getting a new house, and oh, it's Karani. Hey, Karani, what's up, man? Soon I'll be getting a new house and it will have more room. We actually made a purchase on a house and it's going to have a dedicated game room for me. So I'm going to buy some arcade games, put in there. I'm going to hang up all this stuff on the wall. It's not going to be so cluttered and close together. And hopefully we'll have some better shelves too, because these are a little too small. I need some bigger ones. But we could if you guys are interested in seeing if there's any games that you like that I have, I could see if I have 'em. That's always a fun game to play. I know some people do that sometimes. Chat rate 4. I wonder why it means what that means. The chat rate is 4, but there's only 2 of you chatting. So I don't know how it says 4. 4 views, 4 chat rate, 2 concurrent viewers. I think that means there's 2. Mel Ravenclaw. Pokemon games are hard to find. They are hard to find. Yeah, absolutely. They're expensive too. They're expensive to find good ones. I don't personally collect Pokemon games. The only Pokemon that I have is on Nintendo 64. I have the, let me see if I can find it. Well, I thought I had it. Everything's in alphabetical order. Oh, that's right. I don't have it actually. Yeah, I don't have it, but I do want to get Pokemon Stadium and I want to get Pokemon Snap for my N64 collection. They also have a lot of yeah, welcome Mel. Um, Michael is another one of my friends. He's actually, if you are interested in watching any podcasts, he is on my most recent episode of my podcast. Um, Michael's a great guy. He and I talked a lot about Mario things. I learned some things that I didn't know before. So make sure you follow me if you're interested in stuff like that, because I do a new podcast episode once a week. Oh, no problem, Mel. Yeah. And I will have an episode coming out soon about how to identify fakes or reproductions. There's a lot of fake games, especially when it comes to the Pokemon games. People make fake ones of those all the time because they're worth so much money. So, um, are you into the Pokemon games, Mel? I think Michael is too. Michael, are you into Pokemon? I can't remember. This is the awkward part where I wait for the video to catch up for you guys. And you like Pokemon? Yeah, Pokemon's pretty good. What's your favorite Pokemon game? Do you have like a favorite one? I think I think Michael, I think you did say yeah, but I'm more of the Switch. Oh, Pokemon Za. Oh, I've not heard of that one. What is Pokemon? Is that right? Pokemon Za? Pokemon ZA? Is that an abbreviation? I again, I don't know a lot about Pokemon, so it may be, I mean, this may be a stupid question, but I don't know what that one is. Oh, has yet to come out. Oh, okay. What is it? Is it coming out on the Switch? I imagine probably on the Switch. Man, I guess I feel like they have every color that there is when it comes to Pokemon, right? They have blue, red, yellow, orange. It's a new one for Switch. Ah, okay, very cool. Oh, Switch 2. Did they, was that today? Wasn't there going to be more Switch 2 announcements soon? I feel like that was supposed to be today. Are you guys all going to get a Switch 2? I might wait. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like if I did get a Switch 2, I would trade in or sell my Switch 1 because some news today. Oh, sweet. Any good stuff? Michael, you're gonna get the Switch 2. What are you gonna do with your Switch 1? Are you gonna keep it or are you gonna trade that one in? Because the games will work on the Switch 2, so you have to look up. I'll look it up for sure. Was it like games that they announced and stuff? Is that how you found about Pokemon Zaw? Is that new? I won't sell it. I never sell my consoles. Yeah, that's true. I guess I wonder what like use it would have though, you know? Like what use would it have if you already have a second one? But no, I get it. Yeah, I don't like to sell stuff either. Pokemon Zaw stuff. Nice. I wish that Xbox would announce a new console. I heard that Xbox is going to have a lot more games in terms of uh, like PC games. If you can play it on Steam, then you can play it on Xbox because they're partnering with Steam or something. I don't know if that's true, but there's a lot of exclusives like Spider-Man and things like that that come out only on PlayStation, but they're also on PC, and then you're going to be able to play them on your Xbox because of Steam partnership. Maybe not as frequently. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's still a good system. I mean, it's nice to have like that handheld. So now you have two of them instead of one, or if one breaks, then you at least have kind of a spare, I guess. So, let's see. What other cool stuff do I have? This is another. Oh, gonna drop the Blockbuster sign. There we go. It's another cool. I really like the Ninja Turtles. One of my favorite games is the Ninja Turtles games, the original ones. And then this is so I got this to hang up, which is like the character select screen. It's another shadow box, if you can tell, for the Ninja Turtles. So I think that's pretty cool. Again, I wish I had the ability to hang all this stuff up, but in a few months I will have the room. I'm sure Pokemon Zaw is going to be good. Yeah, I'm sure it will be. Yeah, like I said, I don't get much into the Pokemon games, but um, I know they're always very popular. So, so I never I did play the card game a lot when I was younger, so I know about some of the actual Pokemon, but I didn't get into it much after the original 150 because it was just so much to remember and so confusing. But I actually played the card game a lot when I was a kid, when I was younger. And I unfortunately had a bunch of cards and I ended up selling them maybe like, man, probably year or two ago now. 2025. Hope Pokemon will be good again. Oh, is it not good now? Was the most recent games were you not impressed with? Has it been a while since there's been a good Pokemon game? That I don't that I'm not too familiar with. I know I'm trying to think what was the most recent Pokemon game. I'm not like I said in the know with those. So I know I had a friend that was looking for Pokemon Crystal the other day, Scarlet and Violet. Okay. I I think I do remember when those released. I feel like they're running out of colors. Like, what colors do they have left to do? But there's still the original blue, red, and then the yellow one, right? Those are the original ones. Those are the best ones. in my opinion. And again, I didn't play those either, but I know a lot of people who did. Do you guys play Pokemon Go as well? I played that for a little bit. Um, the latest Pokemon games. Yeah, Mel would probably know. Mel sounds like our resident Pokemon expert, so we'll let them answer that question. Are you guys playing anything right now? Is there any sort of games that you guys are playing? I have this little, oh, I can't. It's over here. I have a little Sonic uh right here, a little Sonic stuffed animal, which is kind of cool. So I don't discriminate. I have a little bit of everything. Sega, Nintendo, Microsoft, Xbox, Sony, PlayStation stuff. Every console is welcome here, you know? So yeah, I'm excited because my new place will have a whole game room and like a studio where I can actually record. Because I'm just in a spare bedroom right now, and it's very crowded. What is this thing? Uh, it keeps telling me something about the audio being bad. I don't know. Whatever. Audio sounds okay to me. Oh, did we lose Mel? I don't know if we lost Mel or not. Mel was here and Mel was gone. Yeah, yeah. It keeps popping up and saying something's wrong. Mario Kart 8, that's the one on Switch, right? Yeah. That's I played that for a while and then um I'm ready for the next one. I'm ready for another Mario Kart, which I think they announced on Switch or Switch 2, I mean, for the new Switch 2. So, that'll be good. That'll be fun. Let's see. What else can I show off? Trying to look at some games. Oh, I have a sealed copy of this game. So this is Donkey Konga 2 and it's sealed. This is for the GameCube. I never played this game, but I always wanted to. And this guy was selling this for a pretty good deal. It's a sealed copy, and I was like, well, why not? So I bought this. So I have that sealed. Do you have the DK bongos? I don't have the bongos. That's what I need. Well, I don't plan on opening this one since it's sealed, but I have been looking on eBay for one that is comes with the game and the bongos. Is it just one set of bongos that you need to play Donkey Konga 1 and Donkey Konga 2, or do you need a different bongos for Donkey Konga 2? Because I always wondered that, but I assumed it was just the same. And another question I have is do you need to buy two sets of bongos so that you can play two player? Does that work? Like, can you hook two bongos in and then both of you can play versus or something? I don't know. I've never played it, so interested in that. Any 360 games? I never owned it, so I don't know. All right, yeah, I'll look into it. I don't have many Xbox 360 ones. All the Xbox 360 games I have are ones that I got, um, like that I've never sold or gotten rid of, and they're my original games. Um, but like this one is one of my favorites, so I kept the ones that were some of my favorites. So like this one is Batman Arkham City. These are really good games. The Arkham, the I guess Arkham series you could call it. They're really good. I highly recommend them if you have an Xbox. And then another one of my favorite Xbox series of games is called Borderlands. I don't know if you've heard of Borderlands, but Borderlands is also really good. So this one's the pre-sequel. I think there's like three Borderlands games, but they're all really good. I highly recommend all of them. They're kind of funny. Is what I like about humor. So I like games that make you laugh. So what else? Any games that you guys think I should own, that maybe I don't, that I can add to my list that I should play? Because I don't. Let's see. I do actually have some Pokemon cards, believe it or not, because when I bought a few things off of Whatnot, the sellers were throwing in some free Pokemon cards. So do I play Halo? Not currently. I don't play Halo currently. I used to, like a lot, all the time. Um, I have Halo 3. I still have Halo 3. The only Halo I still own. So this is complete inbox and has all the stuff in it. So my boy, Morbid, what's up, bro? How you doing? We're just chatting, just chilling. What's going on, man? Just hanging out, talking about games, showing off some stuff. Oh, I know it's Morbid. I recognize that Danny DeVito photo anywhere. So, um, speaking of Morbid, I know I mentioned I don't collect any handheld systems or any DS games, but this dude right here, Morbid, sent me. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. But this guy sent me this thing. Like, look at this. There's no label on it. What is it? Like, you don't know. You can't tell. But what I had to do was I didn't know that my retro duo or whatever it's called would actually play this. So I popped it in. It turns out it's Lord of the Rings, but Morbid tried to pull a fast one on me and sell me some game that, well, he didn't sell it to me. He included it for free. I didn't even know what it was. So you gotta watch him. He's a sneaky one. And then I still have your 3 months in the making. Yeah, dude, I figured it out. Don't worry. I still have your Metal Gear Solid strategy guide that I bought too. At least it works. That's true. That's true. It works, which is good. Morbid, that's a good question. What should I do with these games, man? Hold on. Tell me about. So, so I don't collect DS, right? You know that, Morbid. And so actually during Wave's little mystery box thing, I ended up getting some DS games. So I got a loose copy of Mario Kart DS, and then I got like this game, Cooking Mama, which is I think it's CIB. Yeah, this one's CIB. And then I got uh Shrek Super Slam, and there's no manual in here. It's just the game. But are these worth anything? Probably not. They're probably worth like $5, right? Not even. The Mario Kart for DS is loose. I mean, I don't know how much that's worth, but and then I got a few PS3 games from him too, but I'm gonna see how much Mario Kart DS is worth actually. Let me look it up on price charting right now. Mario Kart DS. Yeah, $15 for a loose copy. Andy, what's going on, man? How you doing? Welcome. We're sitting here chilling and chatting. Um, talking about DS games because I somehow acquired quite a few of them, and I don't even have a DS. So 5 to 10 Mario Kart. Yeah, Mario Kart said 15, and then the rest are 5 to 10. That makes sense. Makes sense. I guess I'll just sell them. I hate to sell them to a what's it called? Saw your Instagram story, so I want to drop in. Perfect. No, I appreciate it, man. No, I'm trying to be trying to spread the love, the retro gaming love here. So we were showing off some cool stuff, looking at games. So I used to stream a lot on Twitch, but I haven't been able to really focus on that anymore. I'm focused more on the podcast. So hopefully you all have been watching the podcast episodes. I think Michael was your episode 18, I think. I really clicked DS in my layers, but always enjoyed it. Yeah, I don't have any way to play. I think you, haha, go live on whatnot and just sell like 3 games. Just have a stream. Just be like, hey, I'm just here to sell DS. I have 3 games. Just whatever you can offer. Do you have to be like approved to be a seller? Yours was 18. Okay, so yeah, so 18 episodes of the podcast up. Since you guys are here, top secret to let you know, I actually have um 26 episodes recorded and saved, and I have another 3 that I'm going to be recording in the next coming weeks. So 3DS games. It's not hard. Yeah, it's so easy though. Wait, what's not hard, Andy? And then Mike, or sorry, I called you Mike. You're always going to be morbid for me. Morbid. Oh, whatnot. Oh, okay. Oh, you both are saying whatnot. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I know. I have a love-hate relationship with whatnot, don't I, Morbid? Morbid knows I get a lot of hate on whatnot because I call people out for selling fake stuff, onboarding as a seller for whatnot. Yeah, I know. I don't have that much to sell. I have like three things. What I've thought about doing is like maybe doing some sort of giveaway. I don't know how to do that, but just like, hey, for everyone that likes this podcast, you'll be entered for a chance to win, you know, DS version of Mario Kart. But I don't know if they allow you to do that. I don't know how YouTube works. They might say I'm gambling or something stupid. Morbid, what are you getting into, man? I haven't seen any shows lately of you selling stuff. You know who I haven't seen actually? I haven't seen Wave for sure. And then I haven't seen my boy P. Michael B. Where I feel like people go on there and they sell for like they really hit it hard for 3 months and then after that they're like, nope, I'm done. All right, we got 6 viewers right now. Appreciate everyone coming into chat. Feel free to message, ask questions. We're just here to chill and talk about retro gaming or whatever. My brother, who's 19, is one of the biggest sports card ripping channels on there. He does really well. I don't buy much from there. Okay. That's cool. Hold up. His name, well, I shouldn't use names. Never mind. But Morbid knows who I'm going to ask, but this guy sells video games, so it's not your brother, but that's really cool. I think I've actually bought one sports card on there before. I don't buy a lot of sports cards anyway. I only have a very small collections of basketball and baseball cards, but that's really cool. Just been vibing lately. No wave. Hope he's cool. Same. P Mike is like, okay. I didn't know if P Mike blocked me or what, but I hadn't seen any shows from him recently, so that's weird. You have a nice SNES. Oh yeah, SNES. I think SNES is probably the most of any games. Let me see. Let me just glance real quick. Um, Maybe tied for PS2 or PS1 SNES. I have lot of those. But what I really want is Nintendo 64. I want more of. My goal is to get. I would like to get the entire N64 collection. I know some people have kind of those. So you got okay. Let me catch up on the chat here. Ba, ba, ba. Yeah, they do sports ripping. Yeah, I've seen that like where you buy it and then they open it on the spot. You got TNC Surf Designs over there. What the heck is TNC Surf Designs? Wait, what? I'm confused. Wasn't expecting the die. Oh yeah, I'm on here, man. This is how it goes, man. I'm bored, just trying to just see what people are up to. I got off work early. No, he's taking a break. It's been like 2 months. So P. Michael B's taking a break. I know Wave is taking a break. So I mean, you can talk to Wave and see what he tells you because he talks to me a lot, but I'm not going to share his business with anybody. But I think he's overwhelmed on whatnot is probably the best way to put it. Yeah, text Wave. Make sure he's good. No, he's good. Let me assure you, he's fine. But I just think the whole like whatnot thing after he did that mystery show for like what 36 hours, I think it just killed him, man. Oh man, look it up. TNC Surf Designs on the NES. All right, I will. I will. Okay, cool. Glad he's okay. Yeah, I mean he sounds fine. He sounds fine. TNC Surf Designs.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, my Alexa just thought I was talking to her. That's weird. All right. TNC Surf Designs NES. Oh, you're talking about a game. You're asking if I had that game. Oh, no, I don't have that game. For some reason, I thought you were saying like my setup looked like a surfer design setup or something. I didn't catch that. That's my fault. That's my bad. But no, I don't have that game. Nope, don't have it. I don't have a lot of NES actually. I don't have a great collect. I mean, I interview people who have like 6,000 games. I only have 600 games, so my collection is very mediocre compared to a lot of theirs. Um, let's see. I see a Ninja Turtles game on your shelf. You talking about this one? The Shredder's Revenge. This is the box set that limited run um, released. So it's got like a bunch of cool other stuff in there other than just the game. My Alexa does that all the time. Yeah, I don't know why. My Alexa was like, thought I didn't even say the word Alexa. I just saying Alexa, or she's gonna think I'm talking to her. He took a lot for sure. He was live for like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He no, it was more than 24 hours, dude. I'm pretty sure it was more. It was like 36, and he took a nap for like 2 hours, maybe. I don't remember. Um, yeah, I don't have it, Andy. My bad. Just received my PC Engine Duo R from Japan along with a few games. B-Ball Victory on the atmospheric CD-based game Goatsendiener, which I made a video about. It's RGB. Interesting. I have never heard of any of those. Goatsendiener. What is that? Is that am I saying that right? It's clearly it's German, but I would like to know more about Goatsendiener. I'll have to watch your video that you made. Looks great to me. Yeah, I never owned an NES, but I have Super Nintendo. Yeah, I mean, I actually have an NES and a Super Nintendo, but usually what I would play on is my Retro Duo, that just takes both. That way I can only have one system hooked up to the TV and it doesn't take up much space. I do have to jump for work meeting, but yeah, man, take care. Have a good one. Have a good work meeting. But for real, Morbid, when are you gonna do some more streams, man? I feel like I never see you selling anything. I log on there and it's always the same people, right? But it's none of the people that I wanna watch. So today, you got it on the schedule? Let me check this out. Is it on the schedule? Let's see. Where are we at here? Open up my Whatnot app and go to Morbid's profile. Morbid. Morbid. Goes today at 4:20. Oh heck yeah, it's on the schedule. Bro, it's on the schedule. And you got what? Are you saying that you just sometimes cancel these? You just put them on there and then cancel them? It's the same five people every day now. Yeah, for sure. It's a spin on the damsel in distress, so you're a princess who has to save herself using a sword to kill demons and get out. Okay. That sounds interesting. I definitely will watch your video on that. And some of the other ones, what were the other ones you said? B-ball, Victory Run. Yeah, I had not heard of any of those. You're definitely a lot smarter than I am for reals, y'all. I mean, some of the things that you find and have and know about, way more knowledgeable. That's why I do the podcast, because I'm all about hoping that people can learn from it and figure something out that they didn't know. Because I've definitely learned a lot. Yeah, I'll push them back most of the time if I'm busy or not feeling it. You can't just let your fans down, Morbid, and be like, oh, I don't feel like it. You gotta stick to a schedule, man. If you really want to be wave tier, or P Michael B tier or Skyler racing tier, you have to really like set to a schedule. People aren't gonna follow you if they're like, oh, Morbid didn't feel like streaming today. PC Engine got almost 700 games in Japan. It was super popular there. TurboGrafx didn't get nearly as many in the West, sadly. So are those two like equivalent, a PC Engine versus TurboGrafx, since you mentioned those in the same sentence, or you're just saying in general, just comments about the libraries on both of those? Let's see. What else we got over here? Oh, I need to play this game. Someone recommended this to me, and I haven't played it yet. But I'm working on it. Sonic Blast Man. So TurboGrafx is just a Western name. Oh, okay. All right. Well, see, there you go. Works. I know what a TurboGrafx is, but I did not know that it was called PC Engine in Japan. I'm cool with being morbid tier. Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to be. Same exact console. Gotcha. Gotcha. By the way, did you guys know? So since I'm all about learning and teaching stuff, and maybe you did, I didn't. Did you guys know what this color? See how this is like purple up there on the corner? So there's like purple, there's red, and I forget what the other color was. But do you guys know what those colors mean? Do you guys know they actually mean something? Also, where did I get this from? I think right here. Yeah. Does anybody know what those colors mean? Because I do. I just want to make sure. I want to see if I was the only one that knew or didn't know what those colors are for. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, I see. I see. There we go. Okay. No clue what it means. So, this is only for Super Nintendo, obviously. If it has a red little stripe up there in the top corner, no clue, but in Power Rangers we have the Japanese style cards. So the red means it's a game licensed by Nintendo. So for example, it's all about licensing and stuff. So like this is Donkey Kong Country. It has a red, so it was licensed by Nintendo. Okay, and then if you have a purple purple game, so like I'm just grabbing random games. So like this is purple, right? Oops. Purple. This is Equinox for Super Nintendo. Purple was not licensed by Nintendo. It was licensed by some other company. And then I'm trying to remember what the other color was. I don't see any. I know there's the colors red, purple, and I think there was like a white or something. But I don't think I have any. I think the third color, whatever color it is a is an unlicensed game essentially. So gonna play Ass Creed. New game is bomb. I like it really good. You would like a game called Ass Creed, Morbid. I never knew that before. Cool. Yeah, I never knew. I found it out like maybe a week or two ago. So I thought it was pretty cool. And I'd always noticed those colors and been like, well, what are those for? So PC Engine came out in 1987, which is pretty wild, and the CD unit released in 88, a year before the Sega CD released in Japan. The PC Engine was ahead of its curve. Sega CD, I feel like, was one of the coolest things that ever released. I loved Sega CD. I never had one. My friend had one. I have one now, and I only have a handful of games. I have, well, I'd say I have about 10 or 11. So, not definitely not my smallest. My smallest collection is my Sega Saturn games for sure. So, um, yeah, love the Sega CD. Yeah, Sega CD is definitely an underrated console for its time. I love the like when you turn it on. What is that sound it makes? Do 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 whatever. That's I loved Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park was was the coolest Sega CD game in my opinion. I remember playing that for hours with one of my friends, and I was like 9 or 10, so I had no idea what I was doing, but it was definitely a fun game for sure. I collect Saturn, but since I'm learning Japanese, I don't mind getting Japanese copies. Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's nice that you know Japanese. I don't, so I have to do the English ones, unfortunately. I know that some of them it doesn't really matter because you some of them have, even though they're Japanese games, have English subtitles or English menus. But I know there are some that are pretty much all in Japanese. I forget who told me they played it. Someone on the podcast. I'm trying to remember said that they tried to play a game and it was all in Japanese and they couldn't figure it out, so they just turned it off. So I always wanted the Famicom floppy disk. L Supersonic. Yep, exactly. Yep. Okay. I thought that's who, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I think that might have been who it was. I always wanted the Famicom floppy disk thing. Dude, you would you would Morbid. It's a shame English copies for Saturn are so pricey. Yeah, they are pricey. I mean, I don't think I've ever found a Sega Saturn game, at least right now, this very second, for under $100, complete in box. Like every complete in box game for Saturn is over $100 at least. So there's some good ones. There's definitely some good ones. And $100 is just like the low end. I'd say a lot of them are like the $300 range. So, which is crazy. So, game prices are way too high. I don't know what you all think about that, but game prices are way too high. Let's see what else. You guys ever, let's see, you guys ever play Crazy Taxi? This is another one morbid. I got this from Wave. Um, I had a copy already, but this is the greatest, or the it's what they call the Sega All Stars, not the greatest hits. So, preach. Yeah, you're talking about how expensive games are. Well, here's my take on it. It doesn't help that, I think grading games is fine. Like I'm okay if you want to do that, or there's certain times it might be necessary. But I think there's a real push for people to grade everything. And then when you grade everything, it inflates the price. And then you have people who will pay prices. There's a lot of resellers who will buy things. I'm not going to name names, but there's definitely some that I know of on Whatnot who they don't buy to play at all. They just try to buy a game so that they can sell it and then make a profit off of it. So they buy it, sell it for higher, someone else buys it, and it continually inflates the prices. And that's just my take on why prices are so high. So hopefully that all changes, but I don't know. Morbid, you're a Pokemon guy, right? Because I have some Pokemon cards and I have no idea what they're worth, and I would like to show them to you. I'm glad PAL copies are cheaper than North American ones, but it's more expensive here in Europe than it used to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, things are real expensive everywhere. Most of the sales on there, to be honest. Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, most of the sales. So like Morbid, is this is this card worth anything? Should I grade it? I was told this is like the ceiling for this set of cards. And then Morbid, I have this one. Is this one? This is also a little reverse hollow card or whatever. I got these all from P. Michael B, actually, if you can believe it or not. So, and then this, hold on. Is that all I got? Yeah, then I just have some other like regular ones, but those are the bangers that I got from him. So I'm just curious if those are worth anything. And I know you know about Pokemon cards, so let me know. And don't lie, don't be like, oh, it's only worth $2. You can sell it to me. Don't do that, Morbid. Yeah, they're the Halloween ones. Yeah, they came from this package. Trick or Trade. Got them from P. Michael B. Back when he and I used to be friends. He said that was the chaser of the pack, was the Pikachu that I got. So I don't know what chat rate means. I thought chat rate was like how many people have sent a message in the past like so long, but it just like number changes periodically. It's 0 now, and it was 6 a minute ago, and I don't understand. Probably like $1 to $5. Oh, well, should I grade it then? Isn't it going to be worth more if it's graded? So I have no problem selling these cards, like because I don't collect them. So the, these cards are not something that I look forward to keeping. I'm happy to get rid of them. So let's see, we got anybody ever play anybody ever play Power Blade? This is a pretty cool game. It's a NES game, and the sequel, Power Blade 2, is quite expensive. I don't know why. We got this one here. Oh yeah, if you grade them, someone will buy them for sure. All right, sweet. I'll have to do that. So we got this game I picked up because I thought it looked cool. It is the opposite. If you're afraid of clowns, man, don't play this game. It's called Mr. Do. It's called Mr. Do, and I think it should be called Mr. Don't because this game is pretty bad. I don't- I could only play it for like 30 seconds. It was terrible. People love the graded cards at the moment. Oh yeah, and the games, man. Graded cards, graded games, graded. Yeah, instruction booklets, graded empty cases, graded cartridges. Like people are grading everything right now, and it's a little odd. It's kind of a fad, and hopefully it will die down. So, let's see what else I have. I got one of these things, so I can actually play Game Boy games because I have a Super Game Boy. I've not used it, but I'll be able to play Game Boy games if I ever get any. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen this cartridge. So this is a pretty cool cartridge. I don't think there's any other red cartridges on Nintendo 64 except this one. Rocket. This is a Robot on Wheels. This is again a pretty fun game. I played it for a little bit. You're basically like a little robot in a 3D world. It's kind of set up like Mario almost, except you're a robot. It's made by Ubisoft. Ubisoft, however you want to say that. I have CO games I want to grade more or less to keep them safe. Yeah, no, that's cool to keep them safe. But, if you're gonna grade them and then be like, haha, I'm gonna sell them for 10 times the profit now, like, don't do that, man. I never graded anything. Um, yeah, I would say I feel your pain. The color cartridge is really cool. Oh yeah, for sure. Nintendo did a lot of cool colors. They did a few on. They only have three on Super Nintendo. Then Nintendo 64, they have a lot. And I mean, I'm looking at maybe just like eight or nine right now. I can see yellow, blue, black, gold. So, um, yeah, that's wild. Well, so like I would say the best way to do it, and I've always bought games that were already graded. I never sent anything in to get graded. I would feel nervous to send something in the mail, either like they don't give it back or they damage it or it gets damaged in transit, whatever. I feel like there's a lot of potential issues with that. So, what I would recommend more, but if I was you, is find a like not necessarily a huge video game convention, but a smaller one. And a lot of times, at least the one that I went to like a video game convention. They had people from WATA there that would like you would drop your games off in the morning, and then like the next day or later that evening, you could pick them up and they would have them graded for you. So I would recommend doing that because that way you don't have to worry about transferring them or shipping them anywhere. $100 game graded now for it. Yeah, it just absurdly increases the price. Yeah, losing or damage for sure is my real concern. Japan, Europe actually didn't do many colored NCs for maybe like through. Yeah, I had heard that. I think I interviewed someone. I don't think it's posted yet about someone who lived in Europe, and they were talking about how there's not a lot of multicolored consoles, but here they are. Or maybe it was after I posted on because I did post some of the multicolored cartridges of Nintendo or of Super Nintendo. But yeah, it's kind of interesting how things are different, even though it's the same system, everything, but it's just a different country. It's just crazy. That's smart for sure. Yeah, man, that's how I would do it. I would look ahead and just see if they'll have a vendor spot there, which a lot of times they do, because that's how I mean, think about it. They're going to make a lot of money because people are going to come in and bring them games to grade. So I would recommend that for sure. Like I said, I've never done that either, but I saw people when I was at a convention doing it, and it seemed to be a safer method, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. I know they had different colored instances for consoles. Yeah, actually, I don't have. Well, I have a normal console, but that's not the one I have hooked up. My N64 console I have hooked up is actually the see-through orange one. That's the one I have, and then I had I used to have a see-through purple one, but I just have the controller for the purple one now. So I have a see-through purple and see-through orange controller, and then um, yeah, there are definitely a lot. I think there's a red one too. If you watch the episode I did with consolevariations.com, he has all of them, so he'll be able to show you every single one there is. Gold mine for them for sure. Yeah, definitely a gold mine. I'm gonna shoot Wave a text and let him know that you had asked about him. He got rid of all of his social media, man. He doesn't have Instagram anymore. He doesn't have Facebook. He doesn't have like whatnot, I feel like. So he's like, Maybe he's like in witness protection or something. Maybe something happened. Oh, you texted him? Did he reply? Did you text him just now? What'd he say? He has read receipts on. Did he read it? Hopefully he actually read it. Japan got a pink PS2 Slim. Oh, for real? Hmm. I didn't know that. I didn't know they got a pink one. Like 5 minutes ago, haven't heard back. Ooh, man, give it time. Give it time. You never know. He might message you. So yeah, he just got rid of like all of his social media. Um, well, since you guys are here, so a couple episodes that I have that'll be coming up soon on the podcast. I do have an episode coming up soon that Maddie Newey and I, who has been on the show before, he and I are going to talk about how to spot reproductions in terms of cartridges, how to clean cartridges, because a lot of people I feel like are afraid of purchasing a maybe a cartridge that has marker on it or a jewel case that has a sticker on it, and we talk about how to get those off. So um, and then I'll be talking to someone. It's a Resident Evil expert, Resident Evil guy. So I'm excited to talk to him. There's an all Zelda episode coming up, talking about all things Zelda with a guy named Super Tendo. There will be, let's see, recently there's a place in Sweden who has a game archive, and they're called Embracer Games, and I have just booked them as of today. We have time to sit aside and talk about games and stuff with them. They're really cool. They have this museum basically in Sweden where they collect all kinds of games. They have like accessories as well, complete in box, and it's just like a museum that you can walk through, and it seems really cool. So I'm excited to chat with them. When people delete social media, I end up missing them, especially when I form a really good bond with them. Yeah, no, that's true. Especially when it's like, especially for me, a lot of people I know are through virtual or like social media because I don't, a lot of people I've met in the collecting journey live in other cities or states. So that's the way we communicate. A Zelda addict, let's go. You're a Zelda addict. All right, yeah, you have to watch that episode. It's actually going to be posted next week. It'll be the next one that's posted. So make sure you watch that episode, man. Um, who else is going to be on the show? I'm trying to think. I don't know if y'all know who Pixel Paul is. He's a guy on Instagram. He's got a lot of followers. He lives in England. He's going to be on the show as well. He's a big time collector. Um, people that people like I met are all online. Yeah, for sure. So it, Wave, come on, man. What are you doing? You're you're cutting yourself off from the rest of the world. I haven't played a lot of Zelda. I'm trying to get into it. I didn't play a lot of Zelda either. I played the Nintendo 64 ones back in the day, but Super Nintendo is a huge Zelda fan, very knowledgeable, knows like everything about um, Zelda. So it was cool to have him on for sure. Um, let's see who else. Like I said, I got quite a few that haven't posted yet. Oh, the guy that has tons of games. I don't even know how many. I would say at least 10,000. I can't remember the number he said. I think he said 6,000, but it seems more like 10,000. His name's Ben Ritchie. He has an account on Instagram and TikTok, so he's a cool guy. So he'll be on the show. What's your favorite Zelda game, Mike? Yeah, Mike, that's right. Morbid, you're the Zelda guy. I know you always are buying up whatnot Zelda games. What's your favorite? I feel like he's gonna say like Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild. That seems like a morbid thing to say. I've never played either of those, but I just feel like that's gonna be his answer. My personal favorite is Majora's Mask. Okay, well that one I've actually played. I do remember Majora's Mask, and I do remember Ocarina. Those are the two that I played. Ocarina and Majora's Mask. Those are pretty cool. And then obviously I played the NES ones as well. Um, so probably Ocarina and so okay, so the Nintendo 64 ones are your jam. I can deal with that. That's cool. I like that. Like, where's mine? There's my Majora's Mask. It's the whatever you call that, like the little 3D cover to it. So, but Minish Cap is amazing. Oh, didn't know about that one. But let me ask you a question, Jordan. And then here's a copy of Ocarina. Whoops, everything's backwards on the camera. Ocarina of Twilight is your favorite? Yeah, those are good. I own Majora's Mask complete in box on 64. Nice. And then Morbid, have you ever played this one? This is a ROM hack. This is called Zelda: The Missing Link, and I picked this up just randomly one day. And I haven't had a chance to play it, but I have no idea what it's about or what it's like, but it's definitely one to check out. Collectors, I'm looking for an Ocarina Collectors complete in box on Whatnot all the time. Dude, don't buy it on Whatnot, man. Just you're gonna get a better deal on eBay, guaranteed. I mean, maybe you'll get a better deal on Whatnot, but feel wait. I'm looking for. I got the GameCube version of Twilight Princess. The GameCube is my favorite console, so I need that version. GameCube's pretty good. I never really had a ton of GameCube games. I think the main GameCube games I played were Smash Brothers and Mario Kart, and those are probably the main ones that I ever played on GameCube. Classically, Keith, what's up, man? How's it going? Good to see you, brother. We're just sitting here chatting about games, and we are, you know, showing off some cool stuff, talking about nostalgic times. I love the GameCube. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I feel like it was better than Wii. I wasn't really into the Wii or the Wii U. I feel like you have Nintendo 64, then you have GameCube, and then Nintendo switched over to like the Wii and Wii U, and they were doing too much. I don't know. But then the Switch, obviously, I think that was a good move. But I just never got into Wii or Wii U that much. Picked that up in Orlando. It's actually really good. I try to support the Whatnot fam. Yeah, yeah, dude, you gotta support the Whatnot fam. I can see that. I got 60 GameCube games, including Chibi. Oh, Chibi Robo's a good one. Chibi Robo's a good one. It's an expensive one too. GameCube games that I have. Let's see. I don't have a lot. I'm just trying to look, and just by glancing, I would say I have maybe 18, 19, a little bit under 20 if I had to guess. I only have 12 games. Yeah, same, Michael. I don't have that many. I only have the ones I want to play. And I only have like the ones that I think are really good. I want to start collecting more. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of good ones on there. There's a lot of expensive ones on there too. So too gimmicky after GameCube. Yeah, I guess you could say that. I mean, it was like now you have to move the controller with your hand, or it's yeah, yeah, they kind of it was more for kids, I think. I think it was like a gimmick for kids to really get interested in. I love Chibi Robo. Cleaning up a house while trying to help the family through an emotional and challenging time is so great. Beautiful start. I've not played it, so I had no idea that's what it was about. But another interesting game that I played that let's see, I have it. It's too far away to reach, but Mr. Mosquito on PS2 is kind of a weird game. You play literally as a mosquito, and each level is a different family member. You're in this house, and you're in a different room, and each level is a different family member whose blood you have to suck as a mosquito. So it's quite an interesting game to play. Got a little weird. Yeah, for sure. I did the Wii. I still use it to this day. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. It was like that was the time when everyone was trying to do those more like let's be more active when we play video games. So you have the Wii who had the controller that you could, move around. Then you have Kinect on Xbox where you have to like move your body, and then you have the what was it, the PS Move or something. That was the other one. So they were all trying to like do this thing, and what they found is that kids really don't want to move around when they play games. They just want to sit in a chair and play games. So I think they backed away from that. Love the Tyrant and Hunter figures. Oh yeah, thanks, man. So this one, I picked these up because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. So there's this one, and this one was a Target exclusive, and then that's the Hunter, and then the Tyrant right here. This was a Hot Topic exclusive for that one. So I don't collect Funko Pops. I've never really been into that whole Funko Pop scene, but I felt like I had to get these. They are Resident Evil, and that is one of my favorite games of all time. And then I don't know if you can see this one, I also have one of Leon Kennedy here too. So this is Leon Kennedy. So again, yeah, Michael and I were talking about this earlier. I don't really collect the Funko Pops. I also have a, you guys weren't in here when I showed this off, but this was something I got off of Etsy, which was I have a couple posters of Resident Evil. There's a really big one here that's probably too big to show you all, and then I have two smaller ones, and this is one of the smaller ones. This one is the characters, and they're all in like an 8-bit format. So it's even got tofu down there on the end, which is kind of cool. But it's all the characters in Resident Evil. There's another one I have that has all the enemies as well. So it's the same way as this one. It's just the enemies instead of the um, characters. Um, I like Wii. I still have mine. Yeah, I mean it's all right. Definitely experimental area for Nintendo. It's experimental area for everybody. I think they were all trying to just make games that people would play and be more active in. We were talking about Funko Pops. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Michael and I already. You guys missed it. Michael and I already talked about all this. Favorite Resident Evil. I think mine's the original RE3. It's the first one I ever saw. I was 8 years old. Mine's RE2, without a doubt. Resident Evil 2 is my favorite. I will say I have progressively I still like Resident Evil, don't get me wrong, but I progressively like the Resident Evil games less um as things have gone on. So like Resident Evil Village, not a fan of. Resident Evil 7 wasn't that great. Resident Evil 6, 5, 4, I was like, okay, things are going a different direction. It's just the originals are the best. So 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica. To me, I don't really even include 0 in that, but you kind of can. But Resident Evil 2 is my favorite. Trial and error for Wii U. Yeah, that's true. I didn't like Breath of the Wild. Oh, you didn't? You did not like a certain Zelda game. That's interesting. Still like 7 and 10 because I'm old now. Yeah, we're all old, man. That's cool. For yeah, still got Sega Genesis. I do, man. And my Sega Genesis is hooked up over there. I got a bunch of games. You can kind of see some of them. They're like right here. There's Sega Genesis is behind the Funko Pop. Wow, this is hard to do. And then there's some down here, and then they go down here as well. So I have a shelf full of Sega Genesis games, man. The Weird Al. Yeah, I have a couple Weird Al signatures. So I have a, oops, I have a, yeah, I actually met Weird Al at a convention. So I have a autograph. I actually met him and got him to autograph this Funko Pop in person. And then I also, yeah, this one here is just a, this is the autograph that he autographed his picture, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, I got a lot of other cool autographs. So you guys know the guy that played I think it's what they call him Gino, the karate guy or whatever in Ninja Turtles. Kino was his name, right? So this is autographed by him. So this is Kino that autographed this one. So what are you saying, Morbid? Let's see. Also have this cube shelves for our games. Oh yeah, they're the best shelves, man. They work. They work great. Um, and then this, it's kind of hard for you guys to probably see it, but so I don't know if you guys ever watched Dexter. So I really love the show Dexter. Probably one of my favorite shows of all time, even though the ending was kind of stupid. Um, watched the new one. It was all right. The like the prequel. So that was good. The new one they made was also not very good. But I have this is a script of the first episode of Dexter, as you see there, and it's autographed by Michael C. Hall. plays Dexter, the main character. So another cool thing that I have that hopefully I'll be able to hang up so I get a game room. So so yeah, dude, definitely a big collector of all things nostalgia. I got a few more autographed Funko Pops. I got one autographed by Chevy Chase. That's Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation. I got Carl Winslow from Family Matters and Steve Urkel. Those are both autographed. I have Marty McFly and Dr. Emmett Brown who autographed two Funko Pops. Um, I have I have this. I'm not gonna take it out of the box. I will not take this out of the box, but eventually I will. But this is also from Back to the Future. So this is a hoverboard um, from Back to the Future, upside down, but it's so autographed um, by Marty McFly. So these are all things that I am going to hopefully be able to put up in my, I guess, game room, nostalgia room, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, yeah. And hopefully I'll have room for some more cool stuff. I just haven't been getting any more cool stuff lately because I just don't have the room for it. I mean, I'm in the corner of a room. Um, I've got signed horror memorabilia like four. You have a killer collection. Oh, thanks, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'll be getting a new house in a few months, and like right now, I'm just in a corner of a bedroom. There's a bed here. It's very crowded, but the new house is going to have actually a dedicated room for my game room. So I'm gonna be able to hang all this stuff up. I'll have a place to play games, display my collection a little better. So I'm excited about that, and I'll do like a kind of tour when all that happens, so that you guys can see it. So, and then oh, Morbid, this is for you, Morbid. Check this out, Morbid. You know what this is? Look at this, Morbid. Look at this. Look at the quality of the back of this thing. Morbid knows about the rugs. That's my most prized possession, probably that rug. I'm just kidding. That's not. You three? Which three do you have? I bet you have a Zelda one. You gotta have a Zelda one. I'm sure of it. I'm sure you have a Zelda one. This is kind of cool too. This is a Resident Evil game for Nintendo that I haven't played yet. I'm waiting. What I want to do, and I mean, since you guys are here, you all know, but I'm gonna stream this maybe. See when April Fools rolls around, which that's we're not too far from April Fools, and play this and just pretend like it's a real game that released on Nintendo and see if anyone's played it before and all that stuff. But like completely deny that it's a ROM hack. Just think that it's, a real game. Skylar got me. Yeah, dude, he totally did. Castlevania, Silent Hill, Dark Cloud. Couldn't win a Zelda? Man, how could you not get a Zelda, man? Well, I'll tell you what. What you do is you just go to Timu's website and you get some rugs because that's where they come from. So don't worry, you'll be fine getting them off Timu. There's actually I think there's another website called like Rug Rats, which has some like higher quality ones that you can get them from. So exactly, exactly. All right. Been going for an hour and 25 minutes. We have 7 viewers right now, but we've only got like a few chatting. So if you're in chat, don't be afraid to say hi. Don't be afraid to ask a question. We are all friendly retro video game people here. Careful streaming on April Fool's Day, you'll get pranked. No, that's the whole point. I want to prank other people. Yeah, I'm going to prank other people. That's the plan. 100% that's the plan. Let's see. We got anything? Nope. No, no, no. Hmm. All right. 7 viewers. Let's see. We got For Reals Y'all, Keith Harris, Mike Klein, Michael D. Yeah, so we've only got about 4 people actually chatting. So three of y'all can Get on the discussion, you know? A philosopher sign brings back. Yeah, dude, we just it's lit it up a little bit ago. When Michael was in here. Michael was asking about it too. Yeah. You guys are late. Michael has been in here since the beginning. He he's the true follower because he was in here from the start. But yeah, we plugged it in and it looked pretty cool. I'm gonna hang that up too. So in my future game room. I wish it was a little bit bigger though. It's kind of small. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not very big. See, but it still looks cool. All right, guys, 7 people in the chat still. Yeah, the whole time, exactly. Michael has been here the whole time. Other people have come and gone. Other people have gotten here late. But to be fair, I did directly message Michael to tell him I was getting on to go live, so he knew about it. So probably going to stream for like 5 more minutes. We're almost to an hour and a half, and then call it a day. But I'll try to. I don't know. Let me know if you guys like these. I think these are probably fun to do, just to chill out and just chat and just show off the game room collections and talk about games. Um, but let me know. Oh yeah, the real MVP. Michael is the real MVP for sure. I've been searching for a blockbuster rug, like a real one that was. Oh, did you check on eBay? Let me check. Let me eBay that for you, sir. I feel like that should be easy to find on eBay. Blockbuster rug. Yeah, none of these are official. You can buy someone's original vintage Blockbuster um, membership card for $25. Was this channel something you planned for a long time or just sort of happened? I'm curious. Um, well, when I started to get back into collecting, I was like, I don't know anything, and I feel like there's other people in my um what's the word, like in my shoes where they also don't know anything, and there's a lot. It's very overwhelming when you first get into the collecting community. So I wanted to create a channel where people could learn, we could talk to other collectors, and I wanted to do that for a while until finally I was just like, you know what, I just got to do it. And so I did, and that's kind of how it started. So it's probably been like, before I actually started it, I was thinking about doing it for a couple months, and then I just finally took off and started doing it. I keep seeing new ones. I like the Q&As. You should definitely do. All right, sweet. Yeah, we'll definitely do more of them. I think what happens is in the beginning, people like trickle in, and so it takes a while for a lot of people to actually get in here and get talking going. But that's good. I'm glad I actually got some people in here. I've almost done it. Wait, what did you almost do? Bought it? Did you almost buy a Blockbuster membership card of somebody's? 'Cause that would be morbid. Do not do that. That is a waste of money. Why would you need that? Oh, here we go. Is this is this authentic? $80? Do you think do you think this one's real? Oops. I don't know what they looked like. So, is that what the real ones looked like? I have no idea. Just curious for you guys. How did you guys know I was online? Obviously, Michael I told directly, but did you guys get a YouTube notification or did you see my Instagram post or how did you guys find out I was online just chatting? Hard to tell. It says authentic when I look at the description, but obviously people lie all the time. You got a notification? All right, sweet. I got a notification, little bell. All right, sweet. Yeah, someone had told me the notifications weren't working that well anymore, but that's good to know that they are. I mean, it says this one is legit, so I don't know. I don't know if I'd trust it. I have to do some investigation. I might buy this before Morbid can buy it, and then I'm gonna put it in my room. All right, guys. Well, it's been like an hour and a half, so I'm gonna go. I have a meeting later. But feel free to spread the channel. Follow on YouTube. Follow on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok now. If I have a TikTok, it's Dr. Gamer Retro and everything. I post a lot of memes on TikTok as well as some clips from episodes and even some episodes that haven't been released of the podcast. The podcast obviously is on YouTube. Instagram, I show off my collection. So again, I have a Twitch too. I haven't used it in a while, but make sure you guys follow on all those things and support the channel. Evil bro. Yeah, dude. That's how it is, man. I pulled up my YouTube and saw you live, and I was like, oh, let me pop in. Nice. I wonder if you subscribe. Do you subscribe to my channel? I think, Keith. So just make sure you are, so you get the notifications. And for anyone who didn't get notifications, make sure you turn those on. Awesome stream. Good to see you, man. You too, Michael. Have a good day, man. All right, everybody. Have a good one. And yeah, hopefully I'll do this. I'll do this more often. Uh, maybe later tonight. I might get back on later tonight. So hopefully, hope to see you all on. If I do, you'll get the notification. So have a good day, everybody. Thanks for stopping by.